what separates something such as swing vision or just recording and doing the stats yourself compared to sending that out to you guys and having you analyze it yourself?
Yeah, so one problem in our sport that tennis has is that people don't really pay attention that much to statistics because the stats we've had available forever are not that useful. In basketball, for example, you have the normal stats like points, assists, rebounds, fouls, turnovers, and so on. But you can also get advanced stats like players, plus, minus, team assist ratios per 40 minutes for a particular player, defensive efficiency ratings, and even defensive efficiency ratings on switches. And so much more. And those kind of things tell a very significant story on how effective a particular player is and how, other players are just effective in certain areas. Tennis needs that. And we feel like we can finally provide that because we have this uniform way that's very easy to understand where because we define a shot as a particular stroke was hit from a tactical position to a target area, all of those things, every single point are recorded. And so we record where every shot was hit from and where every shot went. And so, in the past, and even, today with other companies and systems, you're just going to get, for example, if you and I played a set, it might say that, let's say that I made 6 forehand errors in that set. That doesn't tell you anything. It doesn't because we don't know where they were hit from. We don't know where they went. Because of those things, how are you supposed to practice after that? How are you supposed to know what to look for in the next match that you play? Make more forehands? Well, it's not that specific. So then it's like, okay, yeah, I know I need to make more forehands, but which ones? And not just where you are on the court and what tactical positions, but maybe all the ones I'm missing are down the line, or all the ones I'm missing are cross court short angles, where our data will tell you that, and other companies' data will just tell you missed forehands. And so this gives you an opportunity to have very specific data that will help you know what to practice and know what to develop and know what to look to do more of as well. For example, there's a Big Ten school that this kid, their number 5 player, his serve is out of this world, and he's got great ground strokes, and he just keeps losing and losing, and he's actually playing pretty well. But his return to serve was such a train wreck that it was confusing to the coach because he kept saying his return is so good in doubles. How can you guys say that it's this unsuccessful? Well, we just pull up the numbers and then it's like, well, yeah, it's pretty bad. That's very unsuccessful. And the reason is because of where he was returning from. And we found data that when he was returning from the deep area in the court, which if you're closer to the wall than you are the baseline, you're in the deep area. And when he was back there, he was incredibly successful. He was pretty successful returning from the neutral area, but he didn't do either one of those very often. He was constantly just inside the baseline or on top of it in what we call the maneuvering area. And so he had no time to respond or react to any of these guys serving. And then he was trying to do a lot with it in the first place. So it was easy for us to put together. And so the kid, went out and won the next 4 out of 5 matches that he played in the Big Ten. And it's not like we're taking credit for that, but, we did a couple of his matches after that, and his return metrics were through the roof comparatively from what it was in the first half of his Big Ten matches. That kind of thing can make a big difference in your ability to break serve if you're making a lot more returns and getting a lot better look at them. And the only thing you have to change is where you're hitting it from. So that was one of the most impactful moments that we had last year, and probably also the easiest one.